Hello everyone, I am Muskan Vaishnav. Today we start our second chapter of class 7, Nutrition in Animals, part 1st. In this chapter, we cover these topics and the topics are Introduction, Nutrition in Amoeba, Digestion in Humans and our last topic will be Digestion in Grass-eating Animals. In our previous chapter, which is Nutrition in Plants, we study about that how plants can prepare their food, which is known as photosynthesis process, and about the different types of modes of nutrition. As we already know that plants can prepare their own food, but animals cannot. Animals depend on the plants for their food and nutrition directly by eating them or indirectly by eating the grass-eating animals. As we know that animals are heterotrophic nutrition, and in the animal nutrition includes nutrient requirements. As we know that many types of nutrients are present in our food and our body requires all these types of nutrients. And second one is mode of intake of food, that how an organism ingest food into their body, and utilization of food, that how our body utilize the food which we intake. Now, whatever may be the food, it must undergo the following 5 steps. And the first step is ingestion. Second step is digestion. Third one is absorption. And the fourth one is assimilation. And the last one is ingestion. As the whole process of nutrition in humans is a complex one, so it is necessary to understand this process and we study all these steps one by one with details. And the first one is ingestion. First of all, what is ingestion? And it is ingestion, not injection. Okay. Now, the meaning of ingestion is it is the process by which food taken by organism. And ingestion, it varies in different animals. Now we study all these steps with details. And the first step is ingestion. It is an ingestion, not an injection. Okay. First of all, what is the meaning of ingestion? Then it is the process by which food taken by organism. That means how an organism intake their food into their body. इंजेक्शन हम उसको कहते हैं कि जो कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म हो वो अपने फूड को अपनी बॉडी के अंदर कैसे इंजेस्ट करता है, उस प्रोसेस को हम कहते हैं इंजेक्शन. एंड इट वेरीज इन डिफरेंट एनिमल्स, कि जैसे अलग अलग टाइप के एनिमल्स होते हैं उनके अंदर जो इंजेक्शन का प्रोसेस है वो भी अलग अलग टाइप से होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन अमीबा दे यूज देयर फाल्स फीट विच इज कॉल्ड स्यूडोपोडिया टू एंगलफिट्स फूड पार्टिकल्स. कि जो अमीबा होता है वो किसको यूज करता है? स्यूडोपोडिया. मतलब कि जो उनके पास फीट होते हैं उन्हीं को हम कहते हैं स्यूडोपोडिया. वो इनका यूज करते हैं अपने जो भी फूड पार्टिकल्स हैं उनको एनगल्फ करने के लिए या फिर उनको इंजेस्ट करने के लिए. एंड द सेकंड वन इज स्पाइडर. एंड स्पाइडर वीव्स वेब अराउंड देयर प्रे. जैसे कि हमें पता है कि जो हमारे घर में क्या हो जाते हैं, मकड़ियों के जाले हो जाते हैं, वही क्या है, मतलब वो क्या है, जो मकड़ी होती है उसी को हम क्या कहते हैं? स्पाइडर. एंड द स्पाइडर क्या करते हैं, मतलब वीव्स वेब. And the next one is butterfly. And butterfly use their feeding tube to suck the nectar. And the next one is starfish. In starfish, an interesting method is found. They feed on some small worms and some small snails and some small fishes. They capture these small animals with the help of tube feed. जो स्टारफिश होती है वो अपने जो भी फूड है वो उसको इंजेस्ट कैसे करती है कि जब वो किसी भी अपने जो भी फूड पार्टिकल है जब भी वो उनको सेंस करती है तब वो स्टारफिश क्या करती है, जो भी अपना स्टमक है वो उसको क्या करती है, अपने माउथ की हेल्प से पॉप आउट मतलब बाहर निकालती है और फिर रैप अराउंड देयर कैप्चर्ड एनिमल. फिर जो एनिमल उन्होंने कैप्चर किया उसके अराउंड अपने स्टमक को क्या कर देती है, रैप. एंड जब रैप करने के बाद में जो भी उनका स्टमक है वो उनको वापस किसके अंदर, अपनी बॉडी के अंदर विड्रॉ करती है. एंड विड्रॉ होने के बाद में स्लोली द फूड इज स्टार्टिंग टू डाइजेस्टेड. जो भी उनका जो फूड है वो डाइजेस्ट होना स्टार्ट कर देता है. और इसी तरीके से जो स्टारफिश है उनके अंदर इंजेक्शन की प्रोसेस होती है और वो अपने न्यूट्रिशन को गेन करती है. एंड इन ह्यूमंस द प्रोसेस ऑफ इंजेक्शन is taken in by their mouth and we use our hands for this purpose. And the second step is digestion. As we all know that many types of nutrients are present in our food, and all these nutrients is present in a complex form, and our body cannot digest these complex substances in this form. So there is a requirement of breakdown of these complex substances into simpler one, and the process of the breakdown of complex substances of food into simpler substances is called digestion. Third step is absorption. Now what is absorption? It is the process by which the digested food molecules are taken up by the intestinal wall and sent to the circulatory system is called absorption. Absorption में क्या होता है कि जो भी digested food है वो उन digested food को क्या करता है, जो भी हमारे intestinal walls है, that means small intestine and large intestine की जो wall है वो वॉल क्या करती है, इन डाइजेस्टेड फूड के अंदर जो रिक्वायरमेंट है न्यूट्रिएंट की उनको क्या कर लेती है, एब्जॉर्ब, और उन एब्जॉर्ब न्यूट्रिएंट्स को कहाँ पे भेज देती है, हमारे सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में, और इस कंप्लीट प्रोसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं, एब्जॉर्प्शन. एंड फोर्थ वन इज एसिमिलेशन. नाउ द फूड इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू ऑल अवर बॉडी सेल्स एंड अवर बॉडी सेल्स यूज दिस एब्जॉर्ब फूड टू फॉर मेनी processes, and this process is known as assimilation. The absorbed food is then incorporated into living cells and used by the body for its growth. This is called assimilation. And the last one is digestion. This is the process by which undigested food is removed from the body. अब लास्ट में जो भी undigested food हमारी बॉडी के अंदर बचेगा उसको हमारी बॉडी से एग्जिट करने की प्रोसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं, इजेशन. ओके, नाउ ऑल द स्टेप्स आर कंप्लीटेड. वी कम ऑन आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक ऑफ दिस चैप्टर व्हिच इज न्यूट्रिशन इन अमीबा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट इज अमीबा? Amoeba is a microscopic single celled organism. That means in amoeba only one cell is present, and in amoeba there is a cell membrane and a rounded dense nucleus and pseudopodium, cytoplasm and bubble-like food vacuoles are present. Now we discuss about the flow of the nutrition in amoeba. That how an amoeba get the nutrition from the food particles. When amoeba senses their food particle, then they pushes out their false feet, and the false feet is also known as pseudopodium. When they pushes out the pseudopodium and around the food particle, and then the food particles is engulfed into their body, and then this food particle is trapped into the food vacuole where many digestive juices are secreted, and which is help the amoeba to gain the nutrition from this food particle, and in this way the digestion in amoeba is occur. Now we come on our next topic, which is digestion in humans. That how the process of digestion occurs in humans. I have already told you about the process of the digestion. That what is digestion? The process of breakdown of complex substances into simpler form is called digestion. We take in food through the mouth and then we digest it, utilize it, and the unused part of the food is removed from our body in the form of feces. And what is the meaning of feces? Feces is the solid waste material that you rid of when you go to the toilet. Now, do you know about the food? That what happens to the food when it is eaten? The food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the mouth and ends at the anus, and this canal is known as alimentary canal or digestive tract. जब हम खाना क्या करते हैं, टेकिंग करते हैं अपनी बॉडी में, तो जो वो खाना है एक कंटिन्यूस कैनल से पास होता है, और जो ये कैनल है वो कैनल, उस कैनल को हम क्या कहते हैं, एलिमेंट्री कैनल और डाइजेस्टिव ट्रैक्ट. एंड द डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द डाइजेस्टिव ट्रैक्ट आर माउथ और बकल कैविटी, esophagus which is also known as food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and the last one is anus. And associated with the alimentary canal, there are many digestive glands which secretes digestive juices, and the digestive juices convert the complex substances of a food into simpler form. And the digestive glands are, first one is salivary gland, second one is liver, third one is pancreas, and the fourth one is gallbladder. And together the organs of the alimentary canal and the digestive glands constitute the digestive system of humans. Now we study about the all different organs of the alimentary canal one by one with details. And the first organ of the alimentary canal is mouth, which is also known as buccal cavity. As we know that the process of ingestion in humans occurs in mouth, and we use our hands for this purpose. Mouth contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands. First of all, we study about the teeth, and it is very important to know about the teeth. And in humans, teeth can grow twice in their life and in two sets. And the first set of teeth is appear after the 6 months of the birth of human infant, and they fall off between the age 6 to 8 years. And the first set of teeth is known as milk teeth or temporary teeth, and the milk teeth are 20 in numbers. And the second set of teeth in humans is known as permanent teeth, which replace the milk teeth, and the number of permanent teeth are 32. Now the teeth are varying their appearance and functions. That's why the permanent teeth are further classified into 4 types. And the first one is incisors, second one is canine, third one is premolars, and fourth one is molars. In our first column, the number of the teeth in each jaw, and in second column, total number of teeth, and in fourth column, the function of the teeth. Okay. The first type of teeth, which is incisor, and incisor are the front teeth, and the number of incisor in each jaw is 4, and the total number of teeth are 8, and the function of the incisor is biting or cutting. Second one is canine. The number of canine in each jaw is 2, and the total number of teeth is 4, and the function of canine is tearing. Third one is premolars, and the number of premolars in each jaw is 4. The total number of teeth of premolars is 8, and the function of premolars is chewing and grinding. And the last one is molars. The number of molars in each jaw is 6. The total number of molars is 12, and the function of the molars is chewing and grinding. अब हम जो ये 4 टाइप्स हैं, 4 टाइप्स हैं टीथ के, उसको एक सिंपल डायग्राम की हेल्प से समझ लेते हैं. लेट्स सपोज दिस इज जॉ ऑफ आवर माउथ, जिसके अंदर जो ये फ्रंट 4 टिप्स हैं, 1, 2, 3 एंड 4, जो ये फ्रंट के 4 टिप हैं उनको हम क्या कहते हैं? इंसिजर. एंड नेक्स्ट टू द इंसिजर्स there are 2 teeth which is known as canines. Okay. And the next to the canines, the two teeth in the left hand side and in the right hand side. The total number of teeth are 4, is known as premolars. And next to the premolars, three teeth in right hand side and in left hand side is known as molars. Then the total number of molars are 6. अब यहाँ पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट है कि जो भी यंग ह्यूमंस होते हैं उनके अंदर जो इन मोलर्स का नंबर है वो कितना होता है? 8. ओके. तो जो ये 8 नंबर है, वैसे तो हमने क्या पढ़ा था, टोटल 6 होते हैं ईच जो में, लेकिन जो यंग पीपल्स है उसके अंदर 8 होते हैं. जो ये बाकी के जो 2 हैं वो उनको हम क्या कहते हैं? विजडम टिप, जो कि 18 की एज में या फिर इसके बाद में अपीयर होते हैं. ओके. तो ये था complete discussion about the teeth. Now we study about the structure of the teeth. structure of a tooth. A tooth is look like this, and in a tooth, three portion is present. First one is crown, second one is neck, and the third one is root. Root is the lower portion of a tooth which is embedded into a jaw. Crown is the upper portion of a tooth which is outside the gum. And neck is the middle portion of a tooth between crown and root. And the tooth is internally made up of enamel, dentine and pulp cavity. Enamel is the white part of a tooth, and enamel is the hardest substance of our body. Dentine, it is like a bone structure and it is very hard. And pulp cavity. Inside the dentine, a soft pulp cavity is present which contains blood vessels and nerves. Now, the function of teeth. कि जो ये टीथ है उनके हमने टाइप्स पढ़ लिए, उसका हमने स्ट्रक्चर देख लिया कि वो मतलब कैसा होता है. अब जो ये टीथ है वो उसका क्या फंक्शन होता है कि we chew food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. कि जब हम क्या करते हैं, जो भी फूड है जब हम उसको इंजेस्ट करते हैं हमारे माउथ में, जो चीविंग की जो भी प्रोसेस है वो कौन करता है? टीथ. तो जो फूड को च्यू करना और उनको ब्रेक करना स्मॉल पीसेस में, वो किसका फंक्शन है? टीथ का. और इस कंप्लीट प्रोसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? मेस्टिकेशन. ओके. एंड ड्यूरिंग मेस्टिकेशन फूड इज मिक्स्ड विद सलाइवा, and saliva is a fluid which present in our mouth. Now we study about the second part of the mouth, which is tongue. It is fleshy muscular organ of the buccal cavity, and the meaning of the muscular organ is that means that in our tongue no bones is present. It is free at the front, that means it can be moved in all directions. The functions of the tongue are, first one is it helps in mixing the chewed food with saliva. कि जो फूड है जो हमने इंजेस्ट किया है माउथ में, उसका जो चीविंग का काम है वो किसने किया था? टीथ ने. अब जो ये च्यूड फूड है उसको सलाइवा के साथ में मिक्स करने का काम कौन करेगा? टंग. एंड सेकेंड वन इज स्वेलोइंग द फूड, और जो फूड को जो निगलने का जो काम है वो भी किसका है? टंग का. Taste is food, because in tongue many sense organs are present which is known as taste buds, and with the help of these taste buds tongue tastes our food. And the last one is helps us to speak. इस फंक्शन को हम कैसे भूल सकते हैं कि जो स्पीक जो हम बोल पा रहे हैं वो हम किसकी हेल्प से बोल पा रहे हैं? टंग की हेल्प से. And these are the major functions of the tongue. And now we come on the third part of our mouth, which is salivary glands. And salivary glands secretes saliva. And saliva is a watery material of our mouth. That means the liquid which present in our mouth is nothing but a saliva. Saliva helps in digest the ions of food. That means कि जो भी हमारे फूड के अंदर जो आयंस प्रेजेंट होते हैं उनको डाइजेस्ट करने में जो सलाइवा है वो क्या करता है? हेल्प. सलाइवा कंटेन्स एंजाइम्स कॉल्ड amylase, and the enzymes is a biological molecules, and this amylase acts on starch and convert it into sugar, and this sugar is known as maltose, and the maltose is sweet in taste and soluble in water. With this topic, our first organ of an alimentary canal is now completed, and the other organs of alimentary canal, we study about them in our next part. I hope you like it. Thank you.